As always, a pleasure to see you all once again. My name is 20 Side Seth, and welcome to The Point Review. Today we're going to be looking at Destiny 2, playable on Xbox One, PS4, and coming this October, PC. For those of you simply looking for my score, I'm going to be giving this one an 8.5 out of 10. This is a very well done game. It blows away Destiny 1 vanilla and all the way up to, Rise of Iron. The only real issues I have with this game is I don't like how the shader system works, how they're one-time use, and I'm still not a huge fan of the whole my sniper rifle and shotgun being considered my heavy weapon now, but in the same category that a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher would be. Besides that, the story mode's fantastic, the PvP is good as always, I have a fun time with the strikes, and I do really enjoy the new planets and new open world areas that we have to explore. But of course, for those of you looking for a little bit more detail, then stick around. As most of you probably guessed, Destiny 2 is a sequel to Destiny 1, a game that came out a couple years ago and honestly was very lukewarm. I remember being one of those guys who were super hyped about the game. We've been hearing about it for such a long time from Bungie and such, and when it finally came out, the scores were mid, around 6.5, 7. Honestly, I would have maybe said lower. This, it was nothing like what we were promised, and it kind of left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. While the DLC Taken King and past that did fix the game, a lot of people are wondering, is Destiny 2 worth going to? Is it worth, giving them a second chance? And I can say wholeheartedly, yeah, it actually is. First off, right off the bat, the story is actually there. Unlike the first game, which everything was super vague and you didn't really have a main bad guy until way later on with much more of the Taken King. This has a clear bad guy right off the freaking bat. If you've watched any of the trailers, you've already met the guy. I will say that if you did not play Destiny 1 and you're jumping right into Destiny 2, which there's no problem with that, the story lacks a little bit of impact, at least early on. For those of you who don't have fond memories of the tower, who didn't, fight through the first few campaigns that the game came out with or whatever, it doesn't feel as impactful whenever you've lost all your powers, the tower is destroyed, you lost all the loot that was in there, just stuff like that. But it is still well written, and if you didn't, if you don't have that impact early on, it will definitely hit you late, a little bit midway, I'd say. Like the one before this, Destiny 2 is a first-person shooter RPG, and it's solid. It's still fun. This one feels faster and seems to have more enemies on the ground. Having that second ability, that kind of second support ability, like the Titan's ability to make cover and stuff like that, or the Warlock's getting an ability where they have like an AoE heal. I like that a lot. It seems like such a small thing to add in, but it feels really cool just to kind of have that little in case of emergency kind of ability, just that backup. Along with the story mode, you've got your strikes, which is like a 30-person dungeon for those of you who've never done that before. Those are super fun. There is a raid coming out next week. I haven't had a chance to try that yet, but I probably will at some point. Another thing I'm really happy about is that clans and guilds, they seem to be getting a lot more attention. They seem to be getting more perks and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. Besides that, though, of course, in each of the worlds that you visit, you'll have adventures, which are just kind of like little submissions you can do for the people there. There's always a vendor at every world as well, and each world also has a unique armor set that you can earn through helping that faction on that planet by doing, let's say, adventures. There's also world events that take place, just these random events, random bosses, something that just appear on your map. Though they will tell you actually when they're gonna show up, so you can kind of plan accordingly, which I really like that. It's just kind of a quality of life thing they added in there. Destiny 2 is what Destiny 1 should have been in the beginning. A solid game with a good story and something to keep me coming back for more. While the microtransaction things and the weapon slots are a little bit weird for me, overall, guys, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time on this game. So at the end of the day, I'm giving this one an 8.5 out of 10. Hey there, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We recently reached our 100 subscriber goal, which I'm pretty excited for, guys, and I really appreciate everything you've done for us. Always happy to see you, and from us at Team 20 Side, you have a good night.